Hi everyone, Swanky Markets with the outlook for Wednesday, the 2nd of June 2010. I hope some of you got the pennant and flag breakouts I pointed out last night. I know a fair few of you got them. I've had lots of emails today from people saying they were up hundreds of pips, so well done you. So my advice to you is to take the week off, as I've emailed back to you. You do not need to trade every day. 20 to 30 pips a day, that's 100 to 150 a week. So if you made more than that today, leave the markets the rest of the week and relax. We had massive pullbacks in New York today. I still don't know why. The US news should have given the dollar strength, not weakness, but nothing surprises me. Be careful about tomorrow. Do not give back any of the pips you made. Hence why I'm telling you to take the week off if you did well today. I will probably only be light trading for the rest of the week. I'm still in some of the trades from last night, and especially the Aussie ones, which we'll go through. And it's okay. The patterns I showed you last night worked well. Euro dollar went over 150 pips. I got in that late, so I waited for the close below the 200 EMA, so I didn't actually get as many as that. The euro yen 230, Aussie dollar 176. Well, as I was writing this, was at 141, moving down. Now it may move down a bit further because we're looking at it now. Aussie dollar yen went 199. It was at 139 a minute ago because it's moving down, back down again. And you could have also taken the Swissy if you wanted to, but that I didn't take that. It was too near the top for me. Anyway, where are we? Aussie dollar. Where are my notes? Big news in Asian session tonight, so have your calendars out. Remember what I said to you last night. Let's look at the daily. The stocks have turned down. The MACD is making new lows. Bollinger Bands are wide open. EMAs are pointing down. We know the 55 has crossed the 200. This is an evening star pattern here. So all good for further downside. We should at least hit this 200 EMA. Should we get... we'll go to what our target is a minute on the 4 hour. If we go to the 4 hour, we had this morning star pattern. Price went up, retested, came back down, retested this 55 EMA, and now we've got these are a set of train tracks, very bearish, and price is moving down. So on the retest here where you would have got in last night, this is now up 169 pips, not 140 something where it was a minute ago. So that's moving nicely down. So those of you who are not in this or who decided to get out early, my thinking, if I wanted to get back in, would be if price was to get to 85.75. 85.75 is here, this big black line. Should that break, I would be especially interested in 86.74, which is the 55 EMA on the weekly. Should that break, and also just above that you got previous support, and it's on the daily 365. So should this break, there you go. But I don't know if you're going to get it. I doubt it. So those of us who went in this, you all know what the way it goes. Flag to the pole, 600 pips, 625. So the target is 600 pips. Down to the low here, it'll take up to 400 pips, and then you got leave it have some room, wiggle on its way through further downside. So that's what we have on the Aussie dollar. Let's go back and we'll start with the euro now. Euro daily. Okay. Price now is just below this monthly 200 EMA. When I was doing these notes, it was sitting right on it. So it has just moved down. Price is, we now know it's just below it. It's again, on the daily, it's respecting this trend line. It really is respecting this trend line. Price is being pushed into a wedge. So by the end of this week, it should be out of it, one way or the other. A break of this trend line might get us up to 126. A break of that trend line might get us up to 126, which would also mean MAC divergence to be played out, and that would be nice. If it breaks to the downside, wait for a close and a retest on the 4 hour below 121.44, and that is what you were looking for on the euro. But if we go to the 4 hour, you'll see this lower trend line has been respected 3 times today, and now it's moving back down again. This is, if the 4 hours to close below this, then this will be good signals for further downside as well. And likewise, this could just ping up and ping up and ping up and get caught into a wedge. So that is what I would look for on the euro tomorrow. Just go with it. Those who are in it, look, just keep patience is the key. and just see what happens here. Alright, if we break out, let it go up to 126, short there. If it breaks down, retest, down you go. That's what I would look for there. The pound dollar still in this flag, being respected. Just got just above 147 today. And then it's still in this flag on the daily. I'm still looking to short off 147.70 - 147.90 area. It is previous support, top of the flag pattern. The 55 EMAs are just above it. There's fib levels there. The 200 EMA is right there on the 4 hour. If we change this chart to 4 hour, you'll see what I mean. 200 EMA is right there. So tomorrow, I mean, this might go back down, but if you were to get a spike up and quickly back in, that would be enough to grab you, and down you go. Some people might get off 147 even today, which we talked about last night, and we also talked about the top trend line of this flag, which, as you can see, has been respected. So that might be it as well. So see how you go with that. If you're not in this and we get a spike up and off this 200 EMA, have an order ready placed. This might just spike up and come straight back down should it happen. If we look at the 1 hour, you can see the spikes that we had today in America. This is a huge spike. I still don't know why it happened, but there we go. Broke this. The only first place you had of getting in was here, and up she went. So now it's making its way down. So this might get us up there tomorrow. The Swissy broke up today, powered through this trend line. It was a bit too near the top for me. As you can see, we can see there, powered right up. On the daily, there's a few different things you can do. Alright, we know the 1300 level. I'm personally waiting for a 1300. I might get it, I might not get it. We can see here at 1470. So 1500, 1470, you could long there. You could wait for a break of this trend line, a close above it, retest, up she goes. You could do that. Or I will either do 1300, or if we get a close, sorry that's brown, I'll change that color in a while. If we get a close above 1598, say 1600, a close, retest, then I'll go in on the 1600. But I'd prefer a 1300, to be honest with you. It will be interesting also to see how price is reacting to this trend line here. As we see, I'll draw that up there as well. So there's a few areas you can think about. You can think about the 1300, the break above this, and then up. I would personally wait for 1600, break, retest, up, or the 1300, or you could get in at 15. Aussie dollar, nice pennant last night, got in there, went through 22 pips a drawdown, not a lot. Presently up 169, coming up to the lows of the day of 173, 4 pips off the lows of the day, and this is moving nicely. Oh, I went through this already with you, didn't I? Sorry guys, we'll go on to the next one. CAD, leaving the CAD. It's trapped between EMAs. It's yesterday, this is an engulfing bullish candle. Price needs to make up its mind. Yesterday we closed below, and then price just bulldozed up. It didn't touch that and come back down today. It just bulldozed straight up. Go to the 1 hour. And you see this is the CAD 1 hour, and it's just going up. So leave the CAD. I'm not quite sure on the CAD, so if you're in doubt, stay out, as the saying goes. US dollar yen, I'm also leaving this. This is the weekly. Let's go to the daily. US dollar yen, we're in this big channel, which is a weekly channel. As you can see, price closed, back in, now it's out again. I'm not too sure. Bollinger Bands are closed, shut. Stocks are going down. MACD is going slightly down, not a lot. Let's go to the daily. I'm just not too sure on this pair. We've got all these EMAs up here. I don't really want it to break up. All these EMAs is just on the daily. I'm not too sure. So just leave the US dollar for tomorrow, and we'll have another look at it tomorrow night. Is there anything else on my US dollar notes before I move on? No. Okay, just leave that. So euro yen, another good few pips on the retest. It was up at its height 200 and 226, but it was 230 or something. Price then got a big, this is what is called, as you know, morning star. Price came up, got rejected off this trend line, and is now moving down nicely again. So this pair should be going further southbound. If we change this to the daily, oh sorry, I haven't got my Bollinger Bands on that one. Let's go to the daily. Bollinger Bands are closed. This is piling down here as if to say price is not going to get past me. So this is telling me price should go further down. And then this one is a bit flat, so this needs to open up. Stocks is starting to turn. MACD is just starting to make a new lower. So we're quite happy with a southward bound on that euro yen. If you're not in this, then all I can say is look to 112.00, or you might get another test of this trend line at 112.44 tomorrow.